Everybody, it's the Scarlet Gamer. For this video, I thought I'd talk about just real quick my thoughts on the Shadow of the Colossus reveal trailer. When it was revealed at E3 yesterday, there was some confusion. Some people didn't know if it was a remaster or a remake. Honestly, I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's a remake and a remaster, if that makes any sense. For those of you out there who, like me, played the game back in '05, you know the legendary status of this game, okay, of the original. Came out for the PlayStation 2 back in 2005. I can't remember really the month. I myself, I was a late bloomer. I think I played the game for the first time in 2006. But I remember the release date being '05. Anyway, a lot of people, such as myself, hold that game in high standards, okay? We put that game on a high-ass pedestal. And there's a lot of reasons for that, okay? First of all, there's this ominous feel with the game. The environments, okay, the fact that the characters don't speak English, so you have to read subtitles. The game really has its own unique identity that other games have either failed to replicate or can't. Okay. Now you guys know the story. You play as Wander, and you go out there and you do what you can to dismantle 16 colossi, these real big ass stone creatures, if you will. Some of them can fly. Some of them, I think there's one or two of them. Yeah, there's two of them that's in the water. I think there's two that fly. There's one that's in the sand, this big ass sand one. And I'll never forget the first time I fought that first Colossus. I think for a lot of you guys out there that play that game, you remember that feeling of like, wow, holy cow. This is really happening. I'm really fighting this real big ass monster. So over the years, that game has just developed this cult following of people who just love it. You know, it's one of those games where you can easily go back and play it at least once or twice a year, in all honesty. It's just that much of a classic. Now, again, when it was revealed at E3, people didn't know. I didn't know if it was a remaster or a remake, but I'm calling it now. I think it's both. I think it's a remake because it looks good, but it still kind of looks the same, but it looks better. You can tell when you look at the gameplay that they remodeled Wander a little bit, so when he's running around there, he looks a little bit more smooth. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be real interesting seeing what the developments are on this game, if they're going to be teasing, showing pictures or what have you on GameSpot, on GameSpot of like pictures of maybe once a month or once every 2 months, like on GameSpot or IGN, if they're gonna be showing how the Colossi look compared to how they looked in the original game. I have a lot of fond memories with that game, man. I have a lot of fond memories. My favorite Colossi, the ones I can remember off the top of my head, is the first one. The one where you have to he's like on top of a mountain or something like that. It's on the water, but then it goes up. I think he was like the third or fourth. I think he was the third Colossus, the third one. Then you have another one that's in the cave, and you got to climb his beard. And then of course you got the last one. The last one, just a scary looking Colossi, man. I think if anything, the one problem facing him was that he didn't move. He moved his hands and his head, but he didn't move himself. I think that would. Yeah, so I just think it would have been just much more intimidating if he was moving around and attacking you like that. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the remake/remaster on Shadow of the Colossus. Hopefully you guys feel the same way, and I appreciate the time. This is Scarlet Gamer signing out. Peace.